If you've got a couple of addictive itches to be scratched, this is the video for you. What's happening, guys? It is Matt here from Sophisticated Obsession, back with another city exclusive from Labo. These videos are doing so well, so guys, thank you so much. If you have watched these videos before, thank you for supporting, and if you are new here, then thanks for sticking around. I hope that this isn't going to be a waste of your 10-15 minutes, so yeah. Let's get into this. So today we are going to be heading over to the city of Miami. The pronunciation of this, I'm a little bit confused. I thought I was nailing it and I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then somebody said that I sound incredibly British when I pronounce this scent. So this is from Miami. This is Tabac 28. Tabac? Am I not pronouncing that right? What the hell does tabac even mean? Okay, it just means tobacco. To be fair, I could have probably guessed that. So before we get into the review of the actual fragrance, I want to just talk to you a little bit about what a city exclusive is. So if you are new here, then you might want to then check out some of the other videos that I have done. Quite a while back, I did an unboxing where I was then sort of giving you my first impressions of all of the city exclusives, bar a couple that have now just been released. But if you are interested in hearing about some fragrances in particular, then this month I've been going a little bit crazy and I've been trying to film as many as I possibly can for you guys. Basically, a city exclusive is a fragrance that you can only purchase in a specific store in a specific city. Now, in the current climate, it's pretty doubtful that you are going to be able to then go and actually purchase a scent in that specific city if you don't live there already. However, for the month of September, Labo have been really kind that they have been allowing us to purchase these city exclusive scents on their website, just like a normal scent. Now that's out the way, let's get to the fragrance. Okay, Tabac 28. This is one of the latest city exclusives in their collection. These are kind of like all of your legal addictions in one scent. Yeah, I'm sure that that's coming up with a couple of questions, so before I put my foot even deeper in it, let's just get on with the fragrance review. Head notes. Instantly, you are hit with a huge dose of tobacco. It's a little bit green, but it's very addictive. It's very smoky. Patchouli, massive in this one. In the background to this, you get some very lovely vanillic honeyfied notes. This kind of smells very similar to Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, but this is smoky. The best way that I could describe that is that Tobacco Vanille is before you are smoking the premium cigar, and this is while you are smoking it, whilst also getting totally tanked up on some really premium whiskey. There is a boozy element here as well, which I think is probably why I'm saying that if you've got some addictions to alcohol or smoking, this is the fragrance for you. Yeah, if you're trying to wean yourself off smoking or alcohol, yeah, try this. Wow, I'm getting positively wavy after smelling this. It's a very strong scent, very intoxicating, very dark, very sexy, very alluring as well. It's got like an air of secrecy about this. There's a bit of an obnoxious note in here, which kind of sounds a bit strange, but it's a little bit green, a bit of freshness, a little bit of woodsiness in here, and it's sort of going in between those vanillic, honeyfied, boozy notes, and also those really strong patchouli, smoky tobacco notes. It's a very polarizing scent, but it's a broad scent. It's one where it's got quite a few different categories in this. You smell it and you can't really put your finger on it. Sometimes you're like, wow, this is really smoky, and then sometimes you smell it and you're like, wow, no, this is really sweet. I think that's why I like it. Yeah, I like this scent. I like it a lot. I'm sure that there are some musks in here somewhere that might come out a little bit later, but I'm not really getting them in the head notes. This is really nice. I'm very impressed with this. Now that I'm smelling it a little bit more and I'm getting a little bit deeper into it, There are a couple of like ambery notes coming out that are just warming. They're quite subtle, but they are just giving this a little bit of heat, a little bit of body, just a little bit of something. There's just something about this that is just really comforting. This smells like your archetypal whiskey and cigar lounge. The leather armchairs, you've got that sort of dark, musty feel with the overall scent, and that really premium cigar smell. You've got the smokiness from the cigars being lit, and you've got the booziness coming from the lovely boozy whiskey drinks that you will be sipping when enjoying your cigar. Right, I'm going to leave this for around about 20 minutes or so to see how this develops. So I will see you in a mo. Stick with me, guys. Okay guys, so in the mid-notes, this has now got sweeter. It's sweeter, it's more honeyfied. There are a lot more of those tobacco leaf notes coming out. Earlier I mentioned like there was a little bit of a green note coming through. I'm getting this more now. This is still smoky, but that overriding sort of patchouli note that was really, really strong, that kind of smelt like a bit of a bonfire at first, it's now just sort of it's going into the embers of the burn. It's now sort of a light smoulder rather than a roaring fire. What is this analogy? Where is this going? The booziness, I would say, has kind of subsided. I'm not really getting those boozy head notes anymore. It's still there, but mostly those boozy head notes have now just turned into sort of more of the vanillic honeyfied notes that I've been going on about. Very intoxicating. It's very alluring. You smell it and you're like, oh, I am addicted. I like the mid-notes of this probably a little bit more because of those greener elements that are coming out, which I think gives it a little bit more of an artistic quality. At the start, it's very, very smoky and it's really, really oppressive, and I do like that, but I think that now we've got a less juvenile sort of scent and we've got more of an artistic scent. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it for another hour or so that we can get well into the bass notes. Okay, so we are now into the bass notes. That smokiness, again, has really sort of subsided. It's still there, the patchouli notes are still there, but I'm getting more of a cedar scent now. It kind of reminds me of Gaiac wood. Gaiac wood is a very sweet cedar wood sort of fragrance, and I get that wood scent with the abundance of honey and vanillic notes. There is still a very slight green element in the top here, but that has now mellowed. There is still a very slight booziness about this, or an amber note that just can't quite let go. It's like it's hanging on to the past for dear life. Considering that this type of scent has been done ever since Tobacco Vanille came out and when Tom Ford kind of broke the mold with that scent, there have been so many places trying to replicate what he has done. It's like it's taken that DNA, but it's made it bolder, more powerful, more oppressive, more out there. I like it, and for that, I think that this is a scent in its own right. So this is going to be interesting. Who is this for? I think we've got to kind of tackle the question of where could you wear this before we decide on who would wear it. This is an evening scent through and through. It's very dark, it's very sexy, it's very intoxicating, it's really addictive. This is not your daytime scent, I would say. It's too smoky, it's too dark. I would feel a little bit choked up if I was wearing this as a daytime scent. However, as you guys know, I am really into more of like my fresh scents, certainly in the daytime, so that might be because I'm being a little bit biased. I also think that this might be a little bit overpowering, a little bit oppressive if you are then wearing this to work. If you're going up in an elevator wearing this with somebody, there is a 50% chance that you will take their eyesight. And I think that it's going to be a little bit like Marmite. Some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. I would actually say that anybody could wear this. I think that there are more mature qualities because of that artistic nature and because of just how powerful it is, but I do think that a confident man or woman could equally pull this off. I do think that that very strong, oppressive, smoky smell is probably just leaning more towards a more masculine scent, but ladies, I think that that would smell really sexy on you. I'm smelling this going, I would not be opposed to that. I think I'd be interested. The performance to this, I think, is going to be really, really good. The longevity, it's going to last you most of, if not all of the day. Vanilla, it lasts on your skin for ages and you have to then scrub it off to then actually get rid of it. The projection, I think, is good, but I am glad that it isn't overly dominant and it's not projecting massively, because I do think this will get on people's nerves. Certainly for the start, this is very strong, but it does mellow and it does then just taper down into more of a skin scent. But I do think that people are still going to then pick up on it throughout the day. But there we go. Those are my initial thoughts to Tabac 28. Let me know what you think about this scent. Have you tried it, or are you thinking about getting a sample or a bottle of this? Also, if you haven't done so already, let me know in the comment section down below of what other scents you would like me to then review, and I'll be sure to get around to that at some point. If you've loved me rambling on and talking absolute nonsense, then why not show your appreciation and hit that like button? Also, if you are interested in seeing what random things I'm getting up to on a day-to-day basis, then check me out on Instagram, because I post a lot of rubbish on there. And if you are feeling very generous, then why not hit that subscribe button, because it really helps me out. And there we go, guys. That is everything. Hope you have an amazing day, whatever you are doing, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.